Hey there, welcome to Hermit Haven. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jacqui. We're so excited to invite you into our safe space. Hermit Haven is like a cozy little hideout where we get to celebrate being confident in ourselves as we find happiness in quiet moments.
So grab your favorite blanket and your favorite drink, and let's dive into today's episode.
Hi, I'm Jacqui. Welcome back to Hermit Haven.
Hi, I'm Ashley. We're so excited to have you this week. We're going to be chit-chatting. Well, first of all, before we start chit-chatting, this is a huge milestone. We're up to 85. 85. So let's just I'm so stinking proud of us. I know this has changed our lives. That means 85 weeks. I mean, I think there's 2 weeks we skipped. That's it. 2 weeks. So 80, what, 87 then, technically? 87 weeks. It's changed Jacqui and I's life. We hope that you've tuned in to at least one of these weeks, especially this week, and that this has changed your life also, because that is why we do this. We absolutely love that we get to show up every week. And so we thought this episode would be super fun. Kind of get to know us in a way. We're not really going to talk too much about routines, but you know us. We'll probably talk about routines. We'll really talk about schedules. We're probably talking about time maintenance in between all the fun things of how we do our days in our lives kind of ordeal. So, what does a typical day look like? Or what are my favorite products? So I'm super excited for this because I love hearing about Jacqui's day, because sometimes hearing about someone else's day inspires me. So that's why we watch vlogs. That's why we listen to podcasts. That's why we listen to stories. We read all the things, right? We are looking for inspiration to maybe do something different or better, or validate how we do it. So tune in and stay tuned to hear all about what we do in a daily day life. And if you have questions, this is a great episode too. If you want to get to know us more, ask us questions. If you hear something, you're like, ooh, I want to know, tell me more. We're here for that. And you can message us, or you can just comment.
Yeah, absolutely. I like talking about my days. It's summer for us, so our days are different from the school year. And it's a little bit more relaxed. Our mornings start relaxed, and I am a mom that lets my kids use screen time. So that's something about me if you need to know. So we wake up and the boys are on the screens because I am getting my coffee. I'm journaling in the morning. I'm kind of setting up my day, like my planner. I'm just like, what's going on today? Waking up, all that stuff, and getting them breakfast, getting myself breakfast, all that kind of stuff. So we start with slow mornings almost every morning in the summer. And it's just what I love the most. I know some people like to get up and just get going, and I love that. I've tried so hard to be the person that wakes up and immediately works out, and I just cannot. I need to wake up. I need to have some breakfast first and fuel myself a little bit before I do a workout. I do like to do workouts in the morning though. I typically just try to get it in, because otherwise the day just goes by and then I won't do it. It'll be the evening and I won't do it.
It's just done. I feel that
Yep.
it's the perfect spot for you. The perfect
Yeah.
window is that morning window. I definitely understand too, waking up and trying to fuel yourself, because that doesn't always happen for me in this sense. I really try, but sometimes I struggle to find something I want to eat for breakfast. But I definitely know I do better when I'm able to fuel myself, and I'm able to eat something for breakfast, and I'm able to, I don't know, like you said, have a slow morning. I am obsessed with slow mornings. I love a slow morning. I love how so our schedule right now, Matt wakes up with Ari most of the days in the morning. So I wake up with him 1 or 2 days sometimes. And because of
Nice that
that,
you get to do that.
it's so
It's
nice.
not all on you
But I
or
think
all.
too, it's it's, even if we were thinking it's about for me, I really think it's better for Matt, because Matt comes home and Ari's so tired from the day. When he would
Right.
come home, he's just doesn't want to really hang out, or he gets overtired because he does want to hang out. So I think they
Yeah.
get 2 hours of super cuddles, and he's super cuddly in the morning. He's so into play. It's such a nice morning. And so they get that whole time together. And Matt can wake up, do the whole morning, drink a bunch of energy drinks, and survive. I, on the other hand, nope, I need to sleep. I enjoy, I think I'm trying so hard just to sleep to 7:15. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm working on a better sleeping, wake up schedule, because right now I'm just sleeping to 8, maybe. So I want to
Yeah.
wake up a little bit more, just to have a little bit more time to myself in the morning.
Yeah. During the school year, I was doing that. I was waking up before the boys. These days, Gavin just wakes up early, and I haven't been putting an alarm on because it's the summer. And I don't know. I'm debating though. I'm debating going back to putting an alarm on so that I wake up early because I do like having just a few minutes of quiet in the morning. Although I mean, Gavin's pretty quiet. They're not really loud. Like they're at an age where they're occupied. They're not really being loud and rambunctious in the morning, especially because I'm letting them be on the screen for a little bit anyway. Yeah,
I
I don't
think
know.
I think it's a fine line too, like especially because they're on summer break. So it's like, do you want to run it like school where they have like a timer and like you have to do something by this time? And it's the same for you, right? Or it's like, do you want to like do it more like the life of like, eh, like we'll get there, you know? We'll just like whenever we make it to the activity we're gonna make it to today, like we'll get there, you know? I feel like, and some days it's like that. Like if we get there, we get there. It's okay. It's just
I
okay.
know.
Like,
I feel like our ideal time to leave the house, which we're not leaving the house every single day. I say that and we've been like leaving the house every day, but I'm trying not to leave the house every day because for me it is better. Today we went to a Chick-fil-A for lunch, but we brought it back here. We didn't go eat there. I'm just trying to have at least 1 to ideally 2 days of the week where we're just home and we're finding things to do here and we're kind of switching off between screen time and non-screen time and having time to read and having time to play board games. Pierce and I played a Bluey game today. Like we're just trying to find other ways to fill our time.
hmm.
But it does get, hard because they're home and they want to go out and do stuff. And this is just a me thing. I feel really guilty sometimes when I'm not leaving the house with them. Because I know they want to go do stuff and there's stuff that we could be doing. But I needed today to reset my house. Like I needed that time because we've been doing things. And so it's kind of that balance of wanting to be out because we have so much fun when we're out. They're, like I said, such a great age. Like they both listen to me so well. Like I'm so thankful. I tell them all the time, I praise them because they really do listen so well. And so it's easy to take them out. But also for my social battery, first of all, and second of all, to have that time. Like I reset my whole house today, but I didn't do my workout yet. And it's 5:20 here at in the evening, obviously in the evening, and so I have to do it at night now. It just sometimes it just throws my day off, and I try not to be like a rigid person and be flexible, especially during the summer because there's so much going on. And it's definitely a learning curve for me because I like a routine. And even though I can kind of have a routine, sometimes doesn't always work. And sometimes, like today, I went off my energy. Like truly, I knew the things I wanted to get done, but the order of them went based on what I felt like doing. And I was very productive today, but I was like, I feel like doing this, I can do this later. And I did. I got all the things done. It's just I decided based on my energy today.
Yeah. I had that yesterday. Well, we weren't home the 2 days before, which by the way, I want to say don't feel guilty for feeling that your kids are like stuck at home or something and you guys could be doing something outside because I think that is a lesson on its own is how to make the most of your time at home because I think so many times like we're so blessed that we have a society where we can just kind of like find something to do, but like there was a time where sitting outside was cool. There was a time where
Yeah.
sitting inside and doing a puzzle was cool. Like
Yeah.
so I think there's lessons to be learned in every environment you put your children in,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think
Yeah.
there's no harm, right? Mama needs time at home. You
Yeah.
guys can do stuff at home and maybe it's them they can find projects, they can find stuff. I don't know, whatever they're into.
Sometimes Gavin will be like, I'm bored. And I'm like, good, go find
Like,
something to do. That's what I
yeah.
tell him.
Like I don't know what to tell you. Go find something to do. Like that means
Yeah.
it's time to get creative. Like
Yeah.
it obviously you're not being challenged enough, so go get
Yeah.
creative. Go
We
find the
have
next job.
tons of things to do in this house. Promise you that. There's an endless supply. So
There's
just go pick something that we have.
I mean, literally go to your library wall and go read a book. You'll get lost in another land, in another
Yeah.
world, in another forest. Who knows where you'll be lost in?
Since Ari's so little, what types of things do you guys do out of the house?
Ari is 13 months. He'll be 14 months next week. I cannot believe it. Oh, he's so big. But so something I will say from like very, very get-go, like even before he was this big, library. I'm telling you, a free
Yeah.
library. Chef's kiss, doesn't matter what city, what town you're in. There is always a story time. You can read a book. There might be a play area. Even just like little babies can observe. Little babies love observing, okay? Love observing. Free library, chef's kiss, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we took Ari to the brewery, we took Ari to the park. That's another thing. We keep a blanket, we keep a picnic blanket, like a park blanket, in our car at all times. So that's another free activity. Absolutely love. Just go and
Yeah.
sit and lay out and roll around. Sometimes I'll throw a few toys in there. So things like that. We've
Yeah.
taken him to the aquarium. He loves the aquarium. Loves seeing fishes. I mean, we've also done Cabela's. If you find a Cabela's or a Bass Pro, you usually can see fish there. Walks, go to the park, go to Shields, go to your mall, go to your grocery store, walk around. Like,
Shields. Still never been to Shields.
I know now we don't have the opportunity to go to Shields. Oh, I miss Shields so much. Shields is this huge, huge sports store, but the Shields in our area. So some of the Shields actually have a play area. Our Shields removed the play area, but we had like two animatronics. We had a Ferris wheel in the middle of the Shields. Like it has everything Shields. It's insane. But he likes to eat. He loves to go eat. He loves ice cream. He loves treats. Like I don't know. Like we just have
Yeah.
fun. I think
Yeah.
for me, he's such a okay. It's a hard age, but it's consistent. Like, okay, go find a swing for him. He's happy. Take him for a walk. He's happy. Like, give him some time to roll around. Like, go to the mall. Mall has a free play area. Library, again, free play area. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, there's so much to do that we don't think about. And it's so easy. I think how many times, too, we think that someone else has to entertain us. So we have to go to, like, a movie or we have to go
Yeah.
miniature golfing or we have to like do all these things but like pack your bag up with some coloring books and go to the local park and color like
Yeah.
it's so much fun. Read a book. Like there's so much to do. Like that's what they do at Central Park. They don't like sit there and like you know
Yeah.
watch movies on their phone. Like they're entertaining with their friends. They're talking to their friends. Like they're doing that kind of stuff. So I love parks like ugh, except when it's raining. Like obviously you don't know what to do.
Yeah. We love a park too. We have so many by us. We need to go to different ones. That should be our goal this summer is like go to different parks because we tend to go to the same ones. Although I don't think we've been to the parks since summer started. We've been doing so much other stuff. And in Florida, you'd have to just like watch the times that you go to. But we love a park. I love the idea of since my boys are a little bit older, taking like markers, crayons, whatever, and like a book and being like, okay, what can we draw like based on what we see, you know? I think that'd be a really fun idea.
So one of my biggest
Mhm.
things, I'm actually going to do this for us. I'm going to switch it over. So we have a diaper caddy that we're just not using. I'm going to take everything out of the diaper caddy. I'm actually going to make it an activity caddy with some diapers for the car and just like have that all set up. So we have some extra toys, some extra books, have
Yeah,
some extra sunscreen, just like that kind of stuff. So again, it's going to sit in the car. So just be mindful. You don't want maybe sunscreen stay in the car for so long in the hot sun, right? But you do want extra stuff, right? Add a first aid kit in there, like add some stuff
yeah,
that are going to be so simple. I think too, I think it's not that we don't know, it's the I don't know, right? Obviously, I have the skills because I've worked with children for 20 years, right? I've been a nanny, I've done summer camp, like these are things that I just pull out the bag of tricks, right? So some of the things like I would do if my son was bigger, which I will eventually get to do with him, is like go on a scavenger hunt, right? Maybe ahead of time, like talk about the things you want to find and then go find them together, right? There's different ways that you could approach a scavenger hunt. I'm so big about the child input, especially when we're doing it for fun. Like if I'm doing this educational, then it's gonna be all me. Like I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna do it all. But if I'm doing this for fun, it has to be the child's input. Like if the child has no input, then to them it is work. It is not fun, no matter how you present it. So I
yeah,
think just like having that input from your child, what does your child want to do? So like I think like you're talking about it's summer. So if we're thinking like doesn't matter what season, right? Right now you're in summer. So you're thinking, okay, what's my bucket list for summer? For spring,
yeah,
maybe what is your spring breaks bucket list, right? For winter break, what is your winter break bucket list, right? Especially with kids. We are currently trying to reschedule our week because our library time, I was just telling Jacqui this, it's been driving me nuts. So our library time got canceled. So we were going to library every week, once a week, pretty much. We missed a couple weeks here and there. It is what it is. But we were, going pretty consistently to library every week. And the library day got changed because unfortunately, library funding got cut and they can't afford to have the library open anymore on Monday. So they changed all the kids' programs because of that. So ours got changed. Just ours, none others. Maybe I think the one on Monday got changed, obviously, but you get the point. And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to reorganize how I'm gonna like do my days now in a sense because I want to make sure like Jackie's saying like I want to get out of the house with my son a few couple days a week. And so we actually have a children's museum membership, so that's one thing that we can do with our boy. So that's something so we live in a town where yeah, I can go grocery shopping. I can do local things, but if I want to do like fun things like go to Target and like go to Trader Joe's, like I need to travel 20 minutes away from my house. It is what it is. And so the
Yeah.
Children's Museum is not far from the Target. And so and the Costco, because Costco is also 20 minutes away near the Target. So the Children's Museum is like perfect because if we're running errands, this will give like Ari a break to go play in between us running errands. And that's a refresh. I think that's a big thing. Me and Matt were talking about this a lot too, is we think when we do a full day of like errand running and stuff, is to stop in the middle of the day and just have a break. Like have Ari be able to go to the swings, go to the park, go to the children's museum, just like have a time where like we stop running errands, we stop doing stuff that are go, 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 and just focus on like his needs. Especially
Yeah.
if we're out all day. So, and again, he's 14 months, so time can change and things are changing. So, okay, so while we're chit chatting, I pulled out my Bagoo. I'm literally obsessed with my Bagoo.
So cute.
Matt got me this Bagoo set for Mother's Day, so let's just chit chat. I don't know. Oh, my Bagoo purse isn't over there. I thought it was still on the couch. So Matt got me a Bagoo, and then I have like a Bagoo purse and these Bagoo pouches, and this is like literally the biggest pouch ever. And I'm so stinking excited. I put all my pens in here,
You love a pouch.
all my pens.
Oh my God, girl.
I have so many. You don't even
Wait, do you
understand.
carry
Like,
that thing with you?
what?
Or is that just for your pens? You carry that around?
No, I don't carry this like outside the house. If I would take out half of them and like transfer them to a smaller one to leave the house if I was going like somewhere like if I need it. But if we're just sitting in the car for 2 hours, yeah, I'll just throw the whole bag in the car. So
Oh,
this bag
yeah, fair.
seriously can fit this notebook, all the pens, this notebook, plus there's still room.
Bagoo. I need to go look at some Bagoo pouches. I love
I'm
pouches so
obsessed.
much.
Okay, I am literally obsessed. So I got this really cute notebook. So this is my Jewish studies notebook. I am so behind on my Jewish studies, but that's something I've been doing for myself. So that's another thing that like I've been trying to incorporate to get off my phone. So that's something like I know Jackie's been doing the same thing. Like, right, our day looks like less phone time. And sometimes it might be a
Yeah,
little higher, but that's for us, that's what it looks like. And for us, it's not buying like a fancy, and sometimes that works for some people, like going to buy the brick or going to find like other
yeah,
things. But for us, like we've been trying just to, like focus on like little hobbies, putting our phone in different rooms, like really trying to
yeah,
just like grow the muscle a different way than like and yes, we do have the timers on our phone and all that.
yeah.
And
I've been
then
putting I've been putting my phone in my closet just because it's in like an awkward spot where I can't just like walk
mhm.
right in like the back of the closet. Just like a place that you're not gonna be by and I can see like the text. I don't have the notifications come through, but I can see my text messages. Or if someone calls me, it will alert me. So just don't need the phone.
I would
Just
say
leave
we
it
both
alone.
recommend our watches. That's another thing our daily
And you
lives
like
is
it.
our Apple Watches.
Yeah. Especially for my step count because I am like tracking health stuff too.
I use my Apple Watch. I love my Apple Watch. I love that I track my steps and I love that it tracks my heart rate and I love that it has the time. Also, it's easy to voice message sometimes,
Yeah. Yeah. Or if
even
I'm
if it
recording
doesn't come out.
video, I'm recording video, the
Yeah.
recorder, the
Oh, I
camera.
always forget about that. It's so smart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I also have my Charlie Brown notebook that I got at Target. Just like I restarted using notebooks again. And then I have so many different ones, but I've been liking this Sharpie S notes. I don't know where I got these. I don't know. I have
Wait, is that a
a
pen? The Sharpie one?
it's like they're creative
Is it a
marker.
colorful one?
Yeah, they're creative markers, so they don't bleed through the page.
I love a marker. I
Yeah,
want
and they don't
one.
bleed through the page either, and they're so pretty on it. Like, I don't know. And then I've also been really liking these little felt ones I got from Papermate, the little felt ones.
Yeah,
Felt really
yeah.
good. So like the felt came out really good, and this is a Sharpie one.
I like the Sharpie S Gel. Is that what it's called?
Ooh,
Sharpie
I
S
have
Gel
not tried that.
pens. Yeah, they're just regular pens, but I think I'm very particular because if I'm writing and it starts like skipping, like where
Yes.
it doesn't run out of ink, but like it just stops I can't.
These do that. I don't like that. It makes me
I'll
so
literally
mad.
just throw it away. Like it's not worth my time to keep it to try to use the ink later. I'll throw it away because I just journal and write way too much to be like worrying about any of that. But the Sharpie S gels are really good.
Okay, well, I need to check those out because I have a few others. I really like these other ones I have from Papermate. Like these weren't good. I don't know what those are. These were good from Papermate, like the ink joys.
Yeah.
Those were really good from Papermate. But then
I've
like,
seen people
which
use
was
the
weird.
friction ones with the
What?
erasers. I've seen people use the friction. I don't know what the company is, but they're called like friction pens. But then they're erasable.
Interesting. That's
Erasable
cool.
pens.
Well, I got a really good deal at CVS one day and I got a ton of oh my gosh, a ton of whiteouts for like literally like $1.
I don't even have whiteout on me.
Okay, so I have whiteout in here and I have like sticky notes and a random ruler. But I was gonna say, so I've been working, so I need to redo this. But we were talking about how, right, library is moving and all these things. So what I had, I don't know if I'm gonna find it, so I'm not even gonna go down that route. But what I did is I sat down and I kind of broke down like where I wanted to get like go on what day and like what responsibilities I had on one day, and I kind of divided it. So I like took my paper and I said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You get the point.
Yeah.
And so I had originally Monday, this day's that. We're gonna do this. So I need to sit down again and redo that. Oh, here. I think this is it. So yeah. So we originally were like going to library day one day, and then we had a play date like opposite. So we had like home one day, play date one day, home, library, home, or I think we had to go out anyway, and then home out. So it was like a nice little combo, and now it's not like that. But I definitely like
Mm,
Notebook. Been loving the life, but I also like love my Notion. Like I love things like that too.
yeah.
Still use
I
Notion. I use the timer apps that we've been using, the multi-timers. I use Notion Calendar.
I've just been needing to get off my tiny little phone screen. And so that kind of was what pushed me to use my journals more and write. And I just use like a plain notebook, but I just write every single day. Either it depends on the day, what I'm doing that day. Like sometimes I write out like the schedule and like time block it. Sometimes it's just like a list or whatever. But it's just good to like have the list. It's good to have a list of what you want to get done. Otherwise, it's kind of just like you're flying by the seat of your pants. We talk about this all the time. Today, actually, you know how we've talked about if you feel like you don't know where your time is going, then throughout the day, write down what you're doing.
Yeah.
Since I watch my little journal videos, they talk about, I forget what the exact term is, but they had a term for that. But it wasn't to see where your time is going exactly. It was more so that you could see yourself what you've actually done, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but that's what I did today.
Oh, I
I
love
tried
that.
it today. And so I would just check in my journal every time that I remembered. Like it sits on my table so I see it, but every so often, every hour or so, I would because I was home all day. I went in and I was like, okay, this is what I did. And I just quickly wrote like tidied up or took a shower, got dressed, whatever, and I would just write it right in there. And it wasn't so that I knew whatever where my time was going. It was more because sometimes I will go through the day and I'll be like, Glenn, I got nothing done. And he's like, I don't think that's true. And I'm like, no, 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 yeah, I got nothing done today, you know? And so when I go through and I write what I've actually gotten done, I can go back and read it and be like, wow, like, no, you actually were productive. And it doesn't mean I have to do like 20 million things in order to feel productive.
Hmm.
Like I could get 3 things done and that should be enough. But my brain, this is one thing that I really battle with in my brain is feeling like I'm never doing enough. And I don't know where it comes from. I should really therapy that more. But that was really helpful for me today. So if we're talking about journals and setting up a day, and like I said, I kind of went off my vibes today, but I
Hmm.
knew I did have a list. I just kind of went off my vibes of what I wanted to do. And then I would write down, like, this is what I actually got done.
I love that. I
Yeah.
think yesterday I had the opposite moment. So, you're saying you're like, I don't think I got anything done. Yesterday I had
Yeah.
the opposite moment. I was like speechless on how much I think I got done. And I was like, I wanted, and I didn't time it yesterday, and I regretted not timing because usually I've been really
Yeah.
good about trying to time it. I need to redo my timers, I think. I honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I downloaded a second multi-timer app because I didn't want to pay the full price for the Pro, but I've been debating about just getting the Pro so I can have like multi-timer boards. So I can have like one board that is like for like personal stuff. So
Yeah.
make sure I'm doing all the like little things for myself. And then like, oh my God, Fanny obsession. So
The the timer app, I'm just going to inject this really quick. The timer app that she's talking about is really good because you can set a certain amount of time, right? So like today I want to spend 1 hour throughout the day. It doesn't mean I'm going to sit down for an hour working on our podcast. And so, okay, I have a few minutes. Let me turn on my timer, start working. Oh, I'm interrupted by Pierce. He needs a snack. Let me pause my timer and go get him a snack. And so you can throughout the day keep using that same timer so you actually know how much time you've spent
yes,
on a task. That is like it's not just like a regular timer. That's the biggest perk. If I could just interject that, talking about that
yes.
app. So
And so
good.
like for me, I want to redo my timers like I'm saying like I and again, seasons of life. So you could sit there and say, "Oh, something's not working for me, but I'm going to keep going." And I'm
Yeah.
the type of person where I realize right away this isn't working because seasons change and we're just not doing the same things anymore. Or like my
Yeah.
son's gotten bigger, so we're just not doing the same things anymore, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna go back and redo my timers. But for example, like Jackie saying, so for me, I have standard timers. These are all the same, but this is my goal. So for my goal is this is the amount of time I'm gonna have for myself each day. And this is just when we're home. So the days that we have time out of the house, whatever happens, happens. I have no expectations. Like I think that's the biggest thing. No expectations, but there is learning curves. Like, am I making sure we're eating enough while we're leaving the house? Am I packing enough?
Yeah.
Am I packing the right things? Right. And those are learning curves you're gonna figure out as you go. Like something I figured out with my son. So my son has not been into milk. If you have any other child, has not been into milk. He's just not been into milk. What we've been doing is what I've been doing during the day is doing half yogurt, half milk. And then I've been adding, sometimes I do like a flavored yogurt, but today I just did like pumpkin spice and like maple syrup and I shuck it
Ooh.
up. And it was just like, like a yummy warm milk type of flavored for him. But the yogurt adds a little bit of thickness, so he'll like drink it, but it'll give him what he needs to get filled and like make sure he's getting enough vitamin D. So they say
A
that
little
kids don't
shake.
like the kids that don't like milk to give them more yogurt. But anyway, so something we figured out is like if we give him like a yogurt milk before we leave the house, he's more filled while we're out and he's not just eating snacks. So something I realized is, and I was telling Matt this, is I think a lot of times is the snacks are literally just like fake carbs. Like they're literally just fake carbs. And your child's brain is registering that they're eating because you're snacking, you're putting this food in your mouth. Because there's no actual any nutrition in any of his snacks,
Yeah.
he's not actually getting full throughout the day, but his body is thinking that he's eaten enough. So then we get to the
Yeah.
end of the day, he's like super crabby. So I've been trying to pack 2 pouchies, like yogurt pouchies on like ice packs. So I get like the clear case, like the clear pouches, like the hard
Yeah.
cases. I
Mm-hmm.
put 2 ice packs in there and 2 pouches, yogurt pouches. So they're nice and cold. And I throw that in a little cooler or like a whatever for the day. Maybe
Ouchie.
add a cheese stick or something. Just maybe add some fruit, like just something whole for him. And
Yeah.
I've been trying to do whole snacks. So yogurts, but a yogurt, oh my God, yogurt cup of milk. But anywho, so I don't even know how we got on this tangent, honestly. But
We're just talking about our days and our
I
lives.
have
And this is
no
a part of
idea.
our lives. This is the things that we have to think about, right? As moms,
I
like
know,
we have a
like
million and one
packing up
things we have to
diapers.
prep. It's always going in there. Like, oh, next week we have this going on. What do I have to do for like, woof,
Literally never ends. But so
never.
my timers I have is kind of like set up for when we're home. That's where we were at. So when we're
Yeah.
home, all my timers are like, so this is how much time I want for myself. So every time I sit down, I take time for myself. That's what I say. I think I want to pay for the pro so that way I can like set up different things for myself under that. So like it could
Yeah.
be like 20 minutes for Jewish studies, 20 minutes for this, right? Like I don't feel like I'm taking from a big chunk. I'm taking from the like directly where it's supposed to be taken from. Because I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes time for myself too should be like where I can just numb out. But
Yeah.
I also use time for myself for like when I scroll. So if I'm
Yeah.
home
That's
all
a good idea.
day, so I only have 4 hours and 15 minutes, right? That's it. 4 hours and 15 minutes to myself. I can use that for scrolling. I can use that to do my Jewish studies. I can do whatever I want. It's my choice, but it's how I choose it. And once it's gone, it's gone. So that's how I've been using it now. I think I'm going to add, like I said, a Jewish studies timer just because I want to get a little bit more focus on it. But
Yeah.
another one I have, and I know this sounds crazy, but I have one that is time with Ari just to focus on him, because sometimes I feel like I get so distracted by the master, I get so distracted by the work I have to do that I take away from the time I'm supposed to be with my son. And so it's so important to me to make sure at the end of the day that I give that time to my son. And so I literally have it down to like literally the minute that we like end our day, like in between all his naps, because I want to make sure that I'm giving. And I know it's not realistic that he is going to get all my time throughout the day because he needs independent time and I need work time. But let's say we have an hour worth of time, and like every hour there's an hour. So if I give him 45 minutes of that hour and I take 15 minutes to myself, that's okay, right? And those 15 minutes do add up, right? So if there's 6 hours that we're together, 6 times 15, I don't know, I don't do math, but you get the point.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely obsessed with the timers. We will link, we're going to try to link all this stuff for you guys. So don't hold us accountable. So if you don't see us link everything and we don't end up posting everything because we talked about it, but we have so much going on because mom life, message us, say, hey, what was that app you were telling us about? What was that? What were you telling us about that bad goo? Like, what was that journal Jacqui was telling us about? Jacqui's obsessed with journals. Oh my God, Jacqui did the cutest thing. She took an old Coach wallet, right? It was a Coach card wallet and made like a
Yeah, it's
little
like a card
journal out of it.
holder.
It was so cute though. I still
Like a
think
tiny
about it.
little journal that's this. It came, I mean, I got the journal. It came that big and it fit right in the little thing. So I was like, journal.
It's so cute. But I think also like in a typical day, like we're trying to like not every day is gonna look the same, not every season's gonna look the same, right? Some seasons are gonna be more things, some seasons are gonna be less things, right? But I
Yeah,
think in like at both of our typical days, like we both have been so mindful, trying to like, I don't know, pour into the things that we really enjoy and the things
yeah,
we really love. And so like be more mindful about the things we purchase, be more mindful about the things that we're consuming, be more mindful about the things we're putting in our body, be more mindful about the things we're listening to. And
yep,
so I think throughout the day, we truly step into each day with this gratitude and this mindfulness and this, okay, this day is going to be what it is. I'm going to write about it. I'm going to journal about it. I'm going to plan it. But if it's not, it is what it is. I
yeah,
think for us, we need consistencies. So I think this can even be a part, maybe we'll follow up for our next fun episode. But I think for us, we need consistencies in this. And I think we can get more into even more of our favorites, but in the sense where I'm saying, like, I know I need ice cream after a really hard day sometimes, right? That kind of consistency, that type of comfort, right? Jacqui, is comfort with the meals that she's making, right? She knows that maybe for lunch she'll do better with a turkey sandwich because that's faster. Or maybe she needs a chicken Caesar wrap because she just needs something a little bit more filling, but still faster,
yeah,
So I
yeah,
think we both have things that make us us, which is amazing. But I think that, like we're saying here, telling you about how this day we do this and this we're doing this, but really what makes us us are those little things that are in between those days, are the things we're eating, the things we're putting on our face, the things we're listening to, the things we're writing. I think that could be a
yeah,
part two. So
yeah.
let's pause here. Let's keep you guys in suspense, and we will come back and follow up in 5 episodes or more on part two. What do you think, Jacqui?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I like talking about our days.
I love it. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with us for 85 episodes. We're seriously so happy. If you have listened to this and you're celebrating with us, just let us know by liking this, tagging a friend, sending this to a friend, and we will see you every Wednesday and see us on our social medias. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for spending time with us today and being part of our Hermit Haven community.
We hope you enjoyed our cozy chat and are inspired to embrace your inner hermit.
Remember, even in the quiet moments, you're never alone on this journey because we are truly all in this together.
So until next time, stay cozy, stay true to yourself, and keep spreading love wherever you go.
Bye for now.
We'll see you next time.